So much for joining with us, and thanks for being part of our foundation. We have a great thing to talk about today. It's been 41 years since Robert Allen and myself took people out of an unemployment line. My story is that I was in college, and just out of pure coincidence, Robert Allen spoke to my executive lecture series, and I got a chance to hear from him. And then there was the Nothing Down seminar that happened to come to where I lived. I didn't have enough money to get in, um, but I had them make up a student discount price so I could afford to stay in there. And I went to this Nothing Down seminar, this 2-day seminar, and I learned that it was possible. I learned all the techniques, but it was more than anything else, it's possible to do. It's possible to change your stars. Now, my dad taught me about real estate growing up, but he didn't teach me the system because he hadn't put it into a system, and Robert Allen had put this into a system. And I went to the 2-day Nothing Down seminar, and it was it gave me a system, and it told me how to do it. And I really wanted to do it because I really wanted to change my world. And I started going out and finding little properties and fixing them up and flipping them. And I did that multiple times. And then out of pure coincidence, Robert Allen's office was in the same city where I was going to college. And so I found out where his office was. I knocked on their door and I told them I worked for free if they would hire me. And they said, no, you don't have any credentials. We don't need you. And I says, I really wanted to hang out with you guys. I want to do it with guys that are doing it. And out of pure pity, I guess, David McDougall says, well, I need somebody to go out on a job, a seminar. Would you like to go? And I said, absolutely. And I went there and I learned and I learned and I learned. And eventually I got a job working with the Allen Group and with Robert Allen. And I was with him when he was out because he wanted to change the world and he wanted to make a huge difference. And he said that you could, and you could be successful because he started with nothing as well. And he taught people how they could become financially independent. And I helped him do all of that. So what I want to do is I want to show you a quick video talking about the challenge. And then there's some of you that are going to join with us. Now, many of you want to do this. This is an advanced class that I want you to go to. There's no charge to get in. It's part of what we do. It's a pilot program. So this pilot program, there's no charge. There might be one in the future. We're going to ask you to help other people with it. But if you're interested, I want you to go to successmoneyfoundation.org/challenge to do that. And Joshua, if you've got that video, I'll let you show it. Otherwise, I can do it.
Mm. Can you talk more about that video, Tom, while
Yep.
I'm looking for it?
Okay, good. Well, let me see if I've got it here too. Okay, good. I've got it here, Joshua. I can share if you'd like.
Okay. Yeah.
Give me a second here. Actually, I'm going to have you share it, Josh.
All right.
You have a cleaner piece of it. Here's where I want you to go, though. You're going to go to successmoneyfoundation.org/challenge. And then when you do that, you'll see that there's this great video. And this is a video that we shot right at the beach, but I owned the building next door to it years ago with partners. And this is where you're going to fill out the information to be part of this challenge. If you want to be part of it, you got to commit that it's a special class that we're going to be doing. And it's going to be similar to what we did when we took the people out of the unemployment line. So Josh, if you want to go ahead and show this video, let's go ahead and show that. Hi, my name is Tom Painter. My wife and I are the co-founders of the successandmoneyfoundation.org. We're a nonprofit educational foundation or charity. We teach kids, teens, young adults, and adults about success and money. Well, because most likely you skipped those classes in school. As a nonprofit charity, our purpose is to help you, your family, and friends to have a better life by providing free success and money classes for anyone, anywhere. We have 3 missions. Mission number 1 is to help those in need. For every hour you go to class, the foundation will donate a pair of eyeglasses, will feed someone, or will provide gallons of clean water for someone in need. Mission number 2 is to help you. So we provide financial rewards with stock, cash, and prizes
as a grant and a scholarship to you when you simply go to class, when you attend online classes and you share with others. And number three is we've created a platform so that you can go through these wonderful classes online at your convenience. You can do this as an individual. You can do it together as a family. You can do it as a school, a church, charity group, or a team. As a nonprofit educational foundation, we're supported by best-selling authors, educators, and entrepreneurs. Now, a little bit about me. As I mentioned, my wife and I are the co-founders of the SuccessandMoneyFoundation.org. Our purpose is to help you and your family and friends to have a better life. Now, I've done a lot of things in the investing world. I have bought millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate. I've made $10 million doing real estate with rental units and flipping properties. Of that $10 million, my wife and I donated 3 of that to give away to the charity that we created, which is the SuccessandMoneyFoundation.org. I bought millions and millions of dollars worth of stock, and I have created businesses with myself and partners that have done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. Now, as a young college student, I had a chance to listen to Robert Allen. He spoke at my university at the Executive Lecture Series. This is a series that the very successful people would come in and speak to the students. Now, he had done this amazing challenge where he said, send me to any city in America, take away my wallet, give me $100 for living expenses, and in 72 hours, I'll buy an excellent piece of real estate using none of my own money. The LA Times challenged him to do that. They sent him to San Francisco, and there at the airport, they took away his driver's license, his credit cards, driver's license, everything. And in return, they gave him $20 with 5 bills. So he had $100 to survive in San Francisco. He went out to that marketplace and bought 7 properties and gave the reporter back $20. I went to his office and I went multiple times. I says to his staff and to Bob, I'd love to work with you. I'll work for free. I just want to hang out with people that are doing this. And one week they needed to send somebody out on the road to help set up and help run the event. And I did that. I loved it. I met all these wonderful mentors, asked a lot of questions, and I got a job working with Robert Allen. Now, I didn't do that for the money. I did it because I wanted to hang out with a network of people that were out there doing it. And I remember being with him in New York City at CNN, the big TV station. And the guy said, you know, Bob, you've proven that you can buy real estate with little or nothing down, but can the average person do it? And he goes, well, you know what? I learned this from other people. I know it can work for you. How about if I go to an unemployment line? In fact, send me to any unemployment line. Let me select someone that's out of work and discouraged. Let me spend 2 days teaching them the principles of wealth with periodic coaching. And guess who was the periodic coach? I was the coach. Within 90 days, they'll be off the unemployment line with $5,000 cash in the bank. Remember, this was in the early 80s when we did this. The St. Louis Dispatch, which is a famous newspaper in St. Louis, challenged Bob to do that. Myself and Bob and Dr. Blaine Lee did this together. I was buying little houses and fixing them up. Bob was buying big apartment complexes. And Dr. Blaine Lee was somebody that helped us to create the curriculum. We did a screening process. We found 6 people. We told them they were all failed, but 3 of them would not be denied. They reached out to us. They found out where we're staying. It says, even if I just have to sit in the back of the room, I want to sit in and learn what you're teaching. We took those people. We taught them for 2 days. I coached them over that next 9 days over the phone. I never saw them face to face over that 90-day period. And Steve and Mary bought their first property and made their money on the 89th day. Philip and Nora also did it, but it took them just a little bit longer to be able to do that. We've done all kinds of businesses. And a few years ago, I turned 60. 10 years ago, my wife and I started a foundation. 5 years ago, I decided to not build another big company, but to build a foundation, to give back, to help other people. And that's when we created the SuccessandMoneyFoundation.org. Of all that real estate and the Warren Buffett stock, we donated $3 million to that foundation to get it up and get it started so that we can go out and help other people. Now, we have what we call the Protege Program. The Protege Program was designed after what we did in St. Louis, where we took those people out of the unemployment line. Now, we've replicated that thousands of times, and we've had thousands and thousands and thousands of students that have gone through that Protege program. Now, the Protege program is an intensive weekly series of interactive classes with a smaller group of individuals. The purpose of that is for you to be able to go out and do the things we tell you. We're going to in with a dream, out with a plan. In with a plan, out with making it work and doing it. We want you to be able to go out and do it and accomplish it, and do it in as little as 90 days. And then we're going to tell you, we're going to show you, and then you go do it. And then you're going to come back and report to us of what you did during that last week. And if you've got a deal, you're going to bring that deal to class. All the students, all the proteges get to give you feedback. We give you an opinion, you get the vote. And we'll do that on a weekly basis over a period of time. The goal is to make $5,000 in the next 90 days. Make or save to do that, to put it in the software and figure out where you are and how to get you where we need to get you to your next level. But we're going to ask you to get very aggressive with us. We're going to ask you to share. We're going to ask you to bring your deals to class. If you're not willing to do that, then we don't want you. Sorry. This is a very exclusive group. We're going to tear into your world. We're going to tear into your life as much as you would like us to know. You're going to put stuff into the software, and as you want to share it, you can share that with us. We're going to analyze everything that's coming in, everything that's going out, and we're going to tweak it. Your goal is to make a minimum of $5,000 in the next 90 days. So if you're interested and you'd like to be part of that, simply click on the link, say that I want to be part of this Protege program. You got to do a couple things. One, you got to be willing to share. Number two, you got to do what we ask you to do. Okay. And if you'll do that, it will work. If you'll put the information through the software, it will work. We've done this with thousands and thousands of people. And I'm going to put you on the honor system. As you make money, we're going to ask you at your discretion to give some of it away. You can give some of it to different churches or charities, but I'm going to ask you to give some to the foundation. If you're willing to do that, I would love to welcome you aboard and have you part of the Protege program. We are looking for people to be part of our mastermind. We're looking for people to be part of our network. And if that's you, we'd love to have your help. We need you, we want you, and we need you to be part of this network because we can fix and help so many people. This is Tom Painter from the SuccessMoneyFoundation.org. Thanks for watching. Hi,
So that's a little bit about the challenge. It's this true story about how Bob Allen and myself went to the unemployment lines of St. Louis, Missouri. We were challenged to do that. I went to 6 unemployment lines. I spent about 2 days handing out flyers and talking to people. We did a screening process at a hotel a couple days later, and we had 60 people that showed up. And the first thing we told them was that they're going to have to work. You're going to have to take some risks, and you're going to have to just follow what we tell you to do. And if that's not appropriate for you, it's okay to go. And we gave them some educational material, and half of them left. And what was amazing is we did this screening process, and the final thing to be able to do the last interview is, would you look me in the eye? Are you serious about doing this? And we chose 6 people. We interviewed those 6 people with the ex-mayor, the retired mayor of St. Louis. And we chose 3 of them, and we taught them for 2 days. Bob Allen taught them for 2 days, and then I coached them for 90 days over the phone. So he periodically talked to them. I never saw them in person, but if they had questions and stuff like that, we'd talk on the phone. And it's a true story of how we did that. And it's in the book and the course called The Challenge. For its 30th anniversary, we renamed it The Road to Wealth. And that's part of the product you're welcome to go through. But we're going to do this live. We're going to do it together. And our goal is to help you get to your next level. So of all the people that are part of the foundation, we're going to take a small percentage of you, and we're going to go real deep. And if you want to play, you've got to come. You got to bring your A game, and you got to be willing to do the things we do, and you got to be willing to fail on stuff. And it's okay to fail. It's just a game. We're playing a game. Life's a game, and games are fun. Money's a game, and games are fun. So if you're interested and would like to be part of that, I want you to simply go to the website, successmoneyfoundation.org/challenge. And I'm doing another challenge. We had a wonderful chat with my good friend Robert Allen 2 days ago, and we celebrated 41 years when we did that challenge. Now, we've done that many, many times since that time. We've helped people, but it was, we had a for-profit company. It was very expensive to market and very expensive to fulfill. But something similar to this would be about $5,000 to go through. But because we're a nonprofit and a foundation, and my wife and us already funded it with $3 million, and we can deliver it so much cheaper, we're going to replicate it. And if you want to be part of that, we'd love to have you. But remember, if you sign up, you got to participate. You can't be a backseater. This is a mastermind. This is a smaller group. We're going to go to the next level. And if you really want to participate, then you're happy to do it. But don't come in a tire kick. If you give me a commitment, you're going to be there. You need to be there every week. And we do it early in the morning or really late, wherever you are in the world. And you can make it to these classes. And our goal is to help you get to the next level. Our goal is to help you to be successful and to get your finances together. And it's our goal to help you become a leader and help those you love to get to the next level. So that's our new challenge. It's called the Success and Money Challenge. And our goal is to make some huge differences. If you're interested, simply go to successmoneyfoundation.org/challenge, sign up. And then we're going to be doing meetings. We're going to meet every week on Thursday and on Saturday. The official challenge will be at about 8 o'clock Mountain Time, which is 10 o'clock in the Philippines and 11 o'clock in Japan. Sorry, so early, but the Saturday probably works for most people because we can help anybody around the world, except for the people in New Zealand. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning for them. But this is a fun challenge. And our goal is to get you to the next level, not talk about it, get out there and play. And we're going to do a before and after picture. We're going to see where you are now. And our goal, and if you're a train wreck, that's even better. When we did the unemployment line challenge, a lot of those people that came overqualified. They had jobs, they had money, they had good credit. In our challenge, we specifically said we wanted to find people that had no money, that had bad credit, and didn't have a job. And some of the people that came, that 60 people we did the interview, they overqualified, so we couldn't take them. Now, since that time, we don't really care of your qualifications, but if you got challenges, we don't care. You're a great before pitcher. In fact, you're probably an easier person to work with, your before pitcher, to get you to the next level. So that's the challenge. That's what we're kicking off. It's a pilot program. We're excited to have you with us. Simply go to successandmoneyfoundation.org/challenge, and then we'll be doing these classes. There'll be after you sign up, there'll be a reply email, and we're starting today. Thanks for watching, everybody.